Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give me a hello. Make sure that you can hear me. I think you can hear me. The mic's always working. Welcome. I'm Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. And this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary live here on YouTube. It's, Thursday, March the 19th. And I'm thrilled to be with you once again. We'll go for about an hour. I'll talk for the first 5 minutes or so, and then I'll go straight to the questions. If there's a repeat question or a repeat answer, I'll try my best to not repeat it, but I'll have you refer to a previous answer. And my son Jacob will be the one joining us. He hasn't joined us for a few weeks. We had a couple appearances of Sean, and then my daughter Kayla joined us for the first time on Monday night. She did really well. But tonight we're back to the original. We're back to Jacob, and he will join us at 10:45. So save your questions for him until the very end, but we'll see how it goes. So obviously, this is now one full week of no hockey. They called it off at basically Thursday morning. We knew it was going to happen from Wednesday night on, but Thursday morning, the Canucks haven't played since last Tuesday. That 5-4 win, that thrilling shootout win over the Islanders. And yeah, it's been exactly a week now with no hockey. So I hope you've been safe. I hope you've been busy, but that you are practicing social distancing and that you are making some really, really good decisions as we go, as we are all trying to do. You may have seen I did 3 vlogs today, actually. Well, 2 real ones and then one kind of, not fake one, but I'll get to that in a second. So this morning I posted a vlog, did my first ever reaction video. It wasn't a true reaction video in that I knew what was going to happen because it was Vancouver versus Chicago, Game 7, April 2011. So it was a half reaction, half reflection video. I pulled a 3-minute clip from NHL.com, and I did provide my reaction, my reflections on it, given being in the arena. I talked a bit about what it was like to be in that arena, and I did react to the highlights that were shown, including, of course, Alex Burrow's very, very memorable goal. So got some really good reaction and feedback to that, so thank you. Let me know if there's any other Canuck goals, Canucks games, big moments in Canucks history that you want me to react to, because I think I'm going to try and do those videos 2 or 3 times a week. Nice way to change up the feel of this channel once in a while. And I've already got some good some good suggestions. Some people are saying do the 9-3 win against Boston from just last month. Some are saying do that very memorable 7-6 win over Colorado from last season. Others are saying do Game 5 of the San Jose. And one guy said do the entire 1994 playoff run all the way to the Stanley Cup, which might be hard to find some of those game footage on YouTube, but we'll see. Then I did a quick vlog today on the 2 signings that the Canucks made. Announced them this afternoon. One of them was Will Lockwood, our 3rd round pick, early 3rd round from 2016, 21-year-old right winger. We know that he's been playing at the University of Michigan in the last 4 years, played very well, and a good two-way forward, gritty, hardworking. Sounds like a good bottom 6 guy. And he will likely start the season in Utica. Maybe he takes a couple seasons because he's only 21 years old. The other guy was a guy named Mark Michaelis. And I admit, this is kind of embarrassing. I didn't know a lot about him when I recorded the vlog because I wanted to get it out pretty quick. Then I found out he's a Hobey Baker finalist. I know his stats. He had 44 points in 31 games. He's got good hands, good skater, good vision. 24 years old, so a bit older, but he was a point per game player at the Minnesota State University, so that's pretty good. So we'll see what he turns out to be. Obviously, at a 1-year contract, coming out of college, free agent, you never know. You take a flyer, low risk, and you bring him into your system for a year, and then you see what happens after that. So that was interesting news, the Lockwood signing, the Michaelis signing, and then Jim Benning also said that he wants to sign Höglander soon, and he wants to sign Jack Rathbone soon, and he gave a quick update on Jacob Markstrom, saying that he's close to returning, which is good, and then Josh Levo said he's making progress. But, and I see a couple of you asking about it in the questions already, who knows if we're going to see hockey? I want to see hockey, but, if it's true that things are going to get worse before they get better, I think it's going to be, as optimistic as positive as I am, it might be tough to get hockey this season, but we will see, and I'm sure we'll answer that, and I see a couple questions about that on the side. So let's see what happens. Let's chat for the next 30 to 40 minutes. Then Jacob will come down. And once again, I want to thank you. I know you could be doing anything else right now, although many of you are probably home more than you want to be now because of social distancing. But I appreciate you could be doing anything else right now. You could be watching TV, going out. Although you shouldn't be going out, you could be sleeping, you could be exercising. So I appreciate that you, a smaller crowd tonight, but that's okay. Hopefully that number goes up as we go. And I appreciate those of you that are here, whether you're local whether you are, like I like to say, from the lower main, in Richmond, where I am, lower mainland, or in BC, or in Canada, or North America, or across the world. I know we've had people as far as Sweden, Hong Kong, Germany before. I'm not sure if any of those guys are on today, but we will see what happens. And thanks. I see I got one dislike already, but that's okay. I will live with that. But if you want to like the video in anticipation of liking what happens for this next little bit, I would not complain about that as well. Okay. Let's not worry about those things. Let's go. Thank you for those thumbs up, by the way. HSM Fangirl, always the first one here. Hello, friend. Hey, Clay, now that most provinces have declared states of emergency, borders shut down, I don't see the NHL returning. Don't know if you agree. Yeah, I am admittedly less optimistic than I was last week when the season shut down, because we now know a lot more, and we start to see that more players in the NBA, now an NFL coach, Sean Payton of the New Orleans Saints. Many players from the NBA, the first positive test of an NHL team, one of the Ottawa Senators players. So maybe we're just starting to going to see a lot of these cases break, or a lot of this news break. MLS wants to get back by May 10, which seems kind of seems optimistic, but everything we talk about, if the NHL comes back, they'd be looking at starting again in June, like late May, early June, and then playoffs July, August. So it seems a little late. We heard Bill Daly on the radio say that they want to preserve next year's 82-game season because they don't want to wreck the integrity of two seasons. So no matter what happens in this season, whether it's gimmicky or shortened or whatever, well, it has to be shortened. They don't want to wreck the integrity of next season, the 82-game season. So we'll see what happens. But to answer your question, I am not as optimistic as I was last week, and that's okay. But maybe that'll change as we go. Sonny Gill, hey Clay, do you see the Canucks adding a franchise player like a McKinnon in the future? Sonny, not by free agency. Those guys obviously cost a lot of money. Generally with franchise players, you have to develop them on your own. So you could argue that we have two franchise players right now in Elias Pettersson and Quinn Hughes. Some teams have more than two franchise players. Other teams don't have two franchise players. So no, I don't see us adding one. I just see us continue to build around the two that we have in Pettersson and Quinn Hughes. And I've often said that Hughes and Pettersson have single-handedly sped up the Canucks rebuild by 1 or 2 years. HSM Fangirl Gaming, all of my churches in my diocese have suspended Sunday Mass due to COVID-19. Your thoughts on if your diocese should do the same? You know, it's really interesting. HSM Fangirl is practicing Roman Catholic, as I am, as you guys know. And I've been having actually a few serious conversations with friends, some local, some that have moved away for work. One of them's a doctor, a good friend of mine, actually, one of Kayla's godparents. Some really, really good, tough discussions, because right now we have not closed everything down in our archdiocese. My boss, Archbishop Michael, follows everything that the BC provincial health officers have been saying, but admittedly, we haven't closed anything down yet. We've limited the number of people that can go to masses, but we haven't outright canceled them or outlawed them or prohibited them. So maybe that happens in the next day or two leading up to this weekend. I know that we're actually still going to work. It's surprising to some people, but we're starting to make plans for remote work. So I think that'll change over the next few days. But like with anything, and I don't make a pun of this lightly, it's a fluid situation, and there's a lot going on, and there's the coordination where it's supporting churches and schools as they move forward. So it's a tough time. It's a tough time for everyone, and coordination takes time as well. So, you know, it's a really, really good and fair question. I think things change by the minute. We see that in the number of cases, and it's reality. And it's what's really, and you may have seen the video I put out, whether you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. I put it out, I didn't put it on YouTube, but I did put it on Twitter, basically saying, I appreciate the first responders. I appreciate the healthcare workers. I appreciate anyone who helps us. It keeps us healthy and safe. And this virus and this pandemic has tested our resolve, our faith, our strength. But I want to help. I want to do my share. So I basically said, whether you want to do a video chat or a live stream, or you want to call me or text me, or I said I'd sing you a song, but that would probably make you feel worse. If you want to trade messages on social media, if even for people that know me and are local, if you need me to run an errand for you or pick up groceries for you, I will do that, because I think we need to. You need to take care of each other. You need to take care of ourselves. And in crisis time, people are going to remember how you love them and how you cared for them. And I think that's really important. That's really what I want to stick with. So, well, thank you for asking, HSS Fangirl. These are really, really relevant questions. And of course, the longer we have no hockey, the more questions are going to be less Canucks related. But I do see some popping up as well. Great question. Bradley, hi. Hi. Christopher, hi. Hello, guys. Christopher, thoughts on the Canucks 2 signings? Yeah, in my vlog today, I like Lockwood. I think he can be good for us, a gritty bottom six player. And I didn't know much about Michaelis. I was almost embarrassed how little I didn't know about him. But I will do some research on him over the weekend. But his stats say he's a really good player. He is 24, though, so sometimes the older guys don't always work out because they're playing against 19, 20, 21-year-olds. But obviously, it sounds like he was sought after. And for the Canucks to get him, that's a good thing. It's a very low-risk contract, giving it's an entry-level contract. Yeah. Christopher, how do you cope with no hockey? It's been tough. For me personally, though, I do have a lot going on, just like many of you. And you guys know, if you follow my vlogs, I never like to say that I'm busy because I think everyone's busy. And I think sometimes people that say that they're too busy, they're often poor time managers. And I don't mean to sound harsh, but I believe that to be true in my own case. So it's about prioritizing, it's about getting rest. And yeah, I have a lot on the go aside from the Canucks, which I love, and I love the vlogging and the live streams, obviously. But I do have my family, I do have my friends, I have my job, I have my ministry at my church, running religious ed. I'm studying for my master's. I still have my bowling, my music. So there's a lot, although I do less of the bowling now, but there's a lot going on as well. But, I can always fit in a bit more hockey. HSM Fangirl, can't wait for your next parody to come out. Thank you. I actually whoa, Dean, I should, HSF Fangirl, respect you, love you, but I gotta really, I do acknowledge the donations as soon as they come in because I can't ignore them. Basically, a big thing flashes across my screen. So Dean, thank you very much for the $20 donation. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you. You guys don't have to donate any money. I don't do this for the money, but I do appreciate the thoughtfulness and that you are appreciating this content. And you're a really great human being. Dean, that's very nice of you. Really appreciate your life. And I appreciate you as well, not just because of the $20. Regardless of the $20, that's a nice bonus, but I appreciate you guys taking the time to be here. So thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Next parody song. Yeah, Marie and I have talked about, actually, we were supposed to go to the game last night. So, that 4-2 Vancouver Canucks win that we saw last night. Really good performance by Besser and JT Miller once again. Thatcher Demko played very well last night. Quinn Hughes with another assist. Still ahead of Makar in the rookie standing. It's getting harder to do this as we go. But yeah, I was supposed to be at the Tampa Bay Lightning game last night with Marie, who was going to sing the anthems, and we were going to actually plan out our next parody song. It was going to be a playoff song, but now I think we should plan out a song to just give people hope and give people something positive to sing to. So we are working on something, and I'll let you know about that soon. But thank you for that. I actually posted I've done 34 Canucks songs, parody songs. Marie's been involved in 22 of them, and I posted my playlist on Twitter earlier today. Oh, I didn't even see this. Nuck 649. What a game last night against Tampa. Goal by Besser. Beauty Pedersen with a hat trick. Miller, 4 points. Beatty, 4 points. Toffoli, 3 points. What a game. 4-1 win. Yeah, so a 4-1 win. I thought it was 4-2, but you're right. It was 4-1. And yeah, Pedersen with a hat trick and Miller with 4 points and Toffoli with 3 points. So that top line must have gone crazy. That was a good win last night. Rios Dread. Okay, sir. Hello, Clay. Hello, Rios. Nice to see you. Rios and Dexter actually did what I suggested people do, almost as a joke, and they went to see my my Road to 40 party. I'm so conceited. I threw myself a party for my 40th birthday, and that was because we were talking about hair last time, and I was talking about how I grew this out and made a flat top. So Dexter and Rios Dread actually went and checked out that video, saw my sweet box cut, my high top fade. No, it wasn't that high, but my sweet box cut, and they actually left a comment on that video. So thanks for taking the time to check that out. If anyone still wants to, for whatever reason, just type Clay Emo Road to 40 and you will see what I'm talking about. Picture the same good looking, but with a square haircut. Dean, at this point, I hope they don't rush a playoff win when there's time. We're really tainting a victory now. Yeah, and I've vlogged about that last week. That's a good point, Dean, that how many playoff games would it take to win the Stanley Cup where you wouldn't say it's tainted? I made the argument that it was 12 wins at least, best of 5, best of 5, best of 7 and 7. So at least 3 wins, then 4 wins, and that's that's up to 14. I must have said 3, 5, 7, 7. I can't remember what I said, but I said it's got to be at least 12 wins. But a lot of people are saying no, it's got to be the full playoff, or it doesn't really feel right. And I've heard more and more people, especially the pros. Kevin Bieksa was on the radio saying that as well this morning. So that's fair, Dean, that someone would say that would taint it or make it more diminished for sure. Rios, big win by the Canucks, 4-1. We have sole possession of third in the Pacific. We trail Edmonton by 2 points in a game in hand. Yeah, we got to win that game in hand, and we will be tied with Edmonton. Who's our next year from current roster, and who's out next year from our current roster? and who will fill their place? Great questions. We know that the UFAs are Markstrom, Tanev, and Toffoli. And we know that RFAs are guys like Virtanen and Stetcher. I think only one of Tanev or Stetcher come back because of money. I think Virtanen comes back. I think I would love Markstrom and Toffoli to come back, but I think only one of those two come back. I kind of waver on which one it should be. Markstrom, obviously, I said he was our MVP, but Toffoli was really a great pickup. Oh, I don't know who's not going to be around, but I do know, I have a feeling that the three rookies that will get a chance will be Juolevi, Rafferty, and Cole Lind. So those are the three guys that I think will get a chance to make the roster next season. Bradley, hi Clay. Hello, Bradley. Thanks for being here. Blue Omini. What's up, Clay? So weird not watching the Canucks these days. How are you coping without hockey? Thanks. Yeah, it is weird. It's different, but I'm coping by doing everything else that I was doing without the Canucks. And that, like I mentioned, is mostly family faith ministry, bowling, and studying for my master's. But thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well. Harry, hi Clay. How's your day so far without hockey? The Will Lockwood signing woke me up today. Let's see what he brings to the table. Yeah, I think it's a good signing. A lot of people have talked about him for the last 4 years, ever since you drafted him. So maybe it takes a year or two to marinate. It's not like he's a pork chop, but it's, to get ready in Utica, and then maybe he comes up after a year or so. Austin, what's up, Clay? Hello, Austin. How are you? Tayab, do you think the Canucks will make the playoffs the next 5 straight years? I don't think it's going to be 5 straight years. I think if you count the season and if they go by points percentage, I do think they will make the playoffs if the season comes back. I could see them making it, the next 3 or 4 out of the next 5 seasons. You never know. Could be a couple of catastrophic injuries that throw you out of the playoffs, or they might just miss. So I don't think they're good enough where you can say it's going to be the next 5 years for sure. But I like to think they'll make the playoffs in at least 3 of the next 5 years, so more than 50% of the time. Tony, did you see Pettersson's golf trick shots video on Twitter and Instagram? Yes, I did, Tony. It was very clever. It was almost ludicrous it was funny how ludicrous it was, given that he used the same shot of the ball going into the cup, no matter what he was doing. But I thought it was fun. It was something light, and it was good that the Canucks fans could enjoy that today. Really like that. Hey Clay and everyone else, stay safe. Being very bored lately, trapped in my house for the past 4 days. Yeah, I hope you're staying safe too. And yeah, and take care of yourself, as I want everyone on this chat to take care of themselves. Rios, you should do Canucks future news like 2025. Thanks, Rios. I think it's a good idea. I think that would get pretty boring or pretty tired pretty quick, because I'd probably say the same thing over and over. But yeah, 2025, I see the Canucks finishing second in the Pacific Division to a very strong and up-and-coming picket team. Arizona or Edmonton, whatever. They still have McDavid and Draisaitl, so I'm sure Edmonton will always be around. And yeah, maybe it's a Stanley Cup Finals appearance. Maybe I won't say a win, but who knows. But 2025, that'll be cool. That's only 5 years from now. Pettersson, Hughes will be 24, 25 years old, maybe 25, 26. Yeah, I think we'd be pretty good by then. Bo Horvat would be old man by then, and Louis Eriksson might be in a cane or with a cane, walking with a walker. Not that I want them to do that. Harry Mom, I feel cup coming soon for the Canucks. Maybe 21, 22, future looks bright. Harry, the future does look bright, but I think 2021 and 2022 is a little bit ambitious. But of course, you make the playoffs, anything can happen. But I just think they need a few more years for the Petterssons and the Hughes to get even better, the Bessers. But yeah, a cup, I would say, if I had to put money on it, I would say maybe 4 or 5 years as opposed to the next 1 or 2 years. Dexter, what's your play style in NHL 20? Do you run the cycle down low? Do you take point shots up high, etc.? Dexter, my play style is sucky. I suck. My son Sean is very good, but our PS4 is on the fritz right now. By the way, if anyone has ever had an issue with the PS4 of it not recognizing the connectors, the controllers, let me know. Hit me up. I might message you later, because it powers up fine. The controllers power up, but when they're plugged in, the PS4 doesn't recognize the controller. So I don't know if there's something wrong in the PS4. I don't think all 3 of our controllers are broken, so I got to figure out what's going on. But Sean will figure that out hopefully for me. But in NHL 20, in any of the NHL games, I'm like the Canucks on defense. I can't get the puck, and when I do, I have one play. I can't even deke properly. I just go down the side and take a slap shot from the face-off circle, because I can't get the puck in the middle. I can't deke around anyone. I just kind of take a fast guy, skate over the blue line, and take a slap shot and hope it goes in. That's my style. in NHL 20. So I'm very, very easy to beat. Rios, BC has 280 cases plus, the most in Canada. Yep. Edmund, hi Clay. Hello, Edmund. Rios, isn't Edmund a SkyTrain? So it is one, yes. Edmund, yes, my name is similar to the SkyTrain. Only difference is the station has the S. So it's Edmund's station, and it's Edmund Yan. Rios. Edmund, what shows have you watched lately on Netflix or any other streaming services? I don't watch a lot of streaming services, but I made a joke about this on Twitter and on my Facebook and Instagram. Sean's girlfriend, Fernanda, introduced us to Love is Blind. And I don't know if she watched the whole series. I only caught a couple episodes. The show sucks. It's so bad. The concept actually isn't bad, at least not being attracted to someone just by their looks. It's actually about personality. But then to turn it around and say they got to get married in 40 days, there's a concept just kind of blows my mind. It's not true love, obviously, and that's why 2 of the 4 didn't work out. Oh, I think I just spoiled it for us people. So if you're watching Love is Blind, you probably deserve for it to be spoiled for you. But yes, I don't watch anything streaming. Everything I watch is still on cable TV. So it's either sports, when there's sports. But as I mentioned last time, the 4 shows I watch right now are Survivor, I watch Manifest, I watch For Life, and I watch God Friended Me, although I'm half a season behind on God Friended Me. Reels Dread, do you think Lockwood can make the Canucks the next 2 years? Great question, Reels. I think he'll make it after the 2 years. So I think he's going to do 2 years in Utica, and then hopefully they sign him, or maybe they bring him up at the end of the second year to entice him to sign again. So I think it'll be, if he makes it, it'll be at the very end of those 2 years. But I still see him being 2 or 3 years away, given he's 21 years old. But who's he realistically going to bump out? But we'll see. We will see. When Seattle comes, do you think we would fill their arena up with Canucks fans? Not filled up, but I certainly think there'll be a couple thousand that go down there, just like a couple thousand fans go to every Seattle Seahawks game. But given it's Canucks, it's the same league, it's a geographical rival, I could see Canucks fans going down there, but I'm sure Seattle fans will buy up most of their tickets. But yeah, I definitely see some Canucks fans going down there for sure. Lori, hi Clay and family. Hello Lori, thanks for joining. Bryston, hey Clay, hope you're doing well. So the awards will be handed out, hopefully. That being said, Quinn Calder. Yes, they will do the awards, whether it's after these 70 games or after they finish the season. I was pretty confident about Quinn Hughes. I think he surpassed Cale Makar, but I think Cale Makar had that really, really good game against the New York Rangers of all teams, right? A lot of media following with that 3 assists or 3 points that Makar had, a goal and 2 assists. I think he was in on all 3 Colorado goals. So I think it's anyone's guess. If you look at the underlying numbers, the metrics, you would say that Quinn Hughes has better underlying numbers, but from the surface, points per game, the points are almost equal now, and overall effect, some would argue Cale Makar has a more noticeable effect. So I really think you could go either way, but of course, as a Canucks fan, I want Quinn Hughes to win. But I do think the race is quite close. Quattro, what do you think is going to happen to Tyler Toffoli? His contract ends soon. If the NHL restarts, he won't be on the team. Okay, so if the season comes back, they're going to take all the contracts that end on June 30th and extend them to the end of the season, because you can't be penalized for having a guy not be under contract. So they're going to grandfather something in so the contracts are extended until the end of the season. So having said that, Toffoli will be with us until the end of this season and playoffs. After that, anyone's guess. He performed well here. Is he going to price himself out of this market? Who knows? I don't know how much he loves it here. I'd love it if I got to play with Pettersson and Miller all the time, but we'll see what happens. I would love for him to sign, but salary cap, does it go down now because of the coronavirus, because of this hiatus? So many unanswered questions, and that's a big one. Some are saying that you can only afford one at Toffoli or Markstrom. You could probably afford both, but you got to get really creative with some other salaries on the team for sure. Dean, once again, thank you for that $20 donation. Really appreciate you. Thank you. Rios, do you think the Canucks versus Seattle would be a heated matchup like the Battle of Alberta? Yeah, I think so. Not yet. It's going to take a few years, but geographic rival, of course. We need a geographic rival. We need a rival because everyone else is paired up with each other. 20 bomb holy. What does that mean? 20 bomb. Oh, $20. Yes, that was very nice. Tony, way to go, Dean. Absolutely. Edmund, Clay, are you shocked with how ignorant some people are? Like people partying in Florida. I'm just appalled. Yeah. People are not being socially responsible. I am quite upset with that as well. Dexter, your lettuce was insane, Clay. Better than green. I don't know about that, but yeah, I look pretty good, right? For a 40-year-old man. That was 5 years ago. I think I've aged a bit in the 5 years, probably because of our hockey team. But thank you, Dexter. Tayeb, when do you think Alex Edler will retire? Well, he's got one more year after this, right? He signed that 2-year extension. I think he might do another 1 or 2 years contract after that, then maybe that'll be it. Because he must be in his early 30s, like 31. Actually, I don't know how old he is. Someone tell me how old Alex Edler is. And then, but I think he's got one more small contract in him after this. That's what I think, actually. Tim, hey Clay, your next reaction video, I knew this was coming. Do Game 7, 2011 Stanley Cup Final. That's my favorite game. Well, if you are indeed Tim Thomas, thank you for joining. I know you're probably not Tim Thomas, but yes, I think to do Canucks history justice, I will have to do a reaction video, but I only talk about what happens during the game and not what happens afterwards. I don't want to react to any riot footage, but yeah, that would be one that I think I will do. Thanks for the, and thank you, Ryan. I see 33-year-old Edler is. Austin, what if they took every team's first 75 games and whatever points each team has, that's what we go with? Yep, I've heard, right, there's 3 models, presuming that they don't finish the entire season. You either go by points at cutoff. It isn't fair because some teams have played fewer games at the Canucks. You go by points percentage at cutoff, which is more fair, unequal games though, or yes, you play up to a 72, 75 game limit. So I think they're going to look at every single scenario. That's not a bad idea, Austin. Fernando, I heard the players put proposals to save the season when they came back. July and August hockey, then you get NHL draft, and the training camp in November and season starts. Yeah, I heard that proposal too, July, August playoff hockey, and then you go draft and free agency in September. We'll see. Dean, what if they just let all free agents walk, sorry, they let all agents walk and filled with rookies and signed, oh, okay, free agents walk, and fill with rookies and sign a great backup, would they really be worse off? Have some cash to sign Pettersson and Hughes. They're going to make cash to sign Pettersson and Hughes. You got contracts expiring, not this season, but the season after. I think it's tough, Dean. You can't just go with an all-rookie lineup. I think teams that have tried to go too young, too fast, they see that you do need veteran players. But I guess you could argue that by then Horvat will be almost a veteran. Besser will be, in his 5th or 6th year by then. So yeah, that's a good point. But I think you can't go too young. You need to have a mix of middle-aged and veteran guys, at least a few of them. So you can't just go all rookies. But that's an interesting concept. Tim, hey Clay, I can help you with your PS4. Just be a Bruins fan in return. I'd rather have my PS4 not work. Thanks for the offer, Tim. Fernando, did you rest or maybe reset the PS4 controllers? Yeah, we did. We did do that, but I'll ask Sean about that for sure. Christopher, if you had to make a trade for the Canucks, what would it be? Oh, so many things. Realistically, I'd love to trade guys like Roussel and Sutter and Beagle and Eriksson. Not all of them, but trade at least a couple of those guys. But realistically, what are you going to get back for those guys? Or do you try and trade Louis Eriksson, but you got to throw in a good prospect as a sweetener? And it's very easy to say, I want this guy, I want that guy, but I'd really have to think about who I'd want. Like, I'd love to trade for another high-quality D-man. I'd love to trade for another top-scoring forward, although Tyler Toffoli has been good. So, maybe a guy like Toffoli or Pearson, someone who can play in our top 6 and won't cost us an arm and a leg, although some would say that the Toffoli deal cost us a lot. So that's what I mean. To get quality, you have to give up quality. I'm not sure if the Canucks want to do that anymore. They might be looking to build from within now. Do you think the Canucks, Sim Alexander, do you think the Canucks will have the money to sign a free agent superstar? No, I don't. Given that the guys that they want to sign already that are their own guys, presuming they want to sign most of them, between Markstrom, Toffoli, and Tanev, Edler, Virtanen, to name a few, I do not think they're going to have enough money to get a free agent superstar. Austin, while charging your control, turn it on, and it should work. Okay, we will try that. I watched Survivor 2. Who's your favorite character? Okay, Austin, I'm 2 shows behind, so do not spoil anything for me, Austin, or anyone else. But this year on Survivor, I do like, Yule. Not just because he's the only Asian guy, but I like his calm demeanor. So if I had to pick one, I really like Yule of all the survivors. Good question. Yes, but no spoilers, please. Christopher, thoughts on Höglander and Podkolzin and Wu? Jet Wu, I think I've heard he's taken a step back, but I still think he can be a bottom pairing D-man, a good stay-at-home throwback kind of guy. And again, speaking of the Asians, half Asian, so you can't go wrong. Höglander and Podkolzin, I'm very excited about. Podkolzin, we know, got one more year in Russia, and I don't think Höglander is going to make the team this year. If anything, he would probably do 1 year in Utica. So I'm excited about both of them for sure. And I think those would be 2 really, really good pickups. And they need to pan out, given that we're going to lose our first rounder in one of the next 2 seasons. But I'm excited for both of them. I love Podkolzin's game at the World Juniors. Höglander is very exciting, got filthy hands. So I'm excited for both of them. Dexter, what are your thoughts on the Canucks potentially playing Virtanen on left wing next season? He played left wing in the dub and would allow Roussel to be moved down the fourth line. Yeah, with playing Jake on the left wing and then having him wind up with his big shot, I could see that happening. I think Jake's hockey IQ is getting better, and yes, it's not a position that's foreign to him. And then, he's not going to unseat Besser or Toffoli on the right side, but that's presuming that Toffoli doesn't get signed. If Toffoli does get signed, if Toffoli doesn't get signed, then maybe do you need Virtanen to be able to step on the right side if we don't get someone else? Very tough to say, but I wouldn't mind seeing him on the left wing, but it really depends on who else we have playing there. So JT Miller can play there, Tanner Pearson can play there. So you're right, Virtanen on the third line, bump Roussel on the fourth. Maybe your third line then becomes Gaudette, Virtanen, and then Olivo or Furland. I'd be fine with that. That'd be good. Ben, hey Clay, which teams have the most fans in our building? Oh, great question. Well, Toronto, Montreal, anytime they're here, there's a big cheer. Chicago's got some fans. But Calgary and Edmonton a little bit, but I think you're still looking at Toronto and Montreal. Any of those original 6 teams have really, really big followings, and those are the teams that I notice. And sometimes people cheer for certain players, not necessarily the team. People will cheer for Crosby, people will cheer for Stamkos, people will cheer for McDavid, people will cheer for Ovechkin. So, but I think when it comes to teams, I'd say Toronto and Montreal have the biggest visiting fans. Good question. Dexter, as a Canucks fan, I would give the Calder to Makar. Yeah, that's fair, and I think that's a very objective way. You can't go wrong with either guy. Ryan, hey Clay, thanks for doing another stream. It's helping me keep my mind occupied. Yes, Ryan, I think you reached out to me and today, and it's your birthday this weekend, right? Refresh me, Ryan, it's your birthday this weekend, but correct me if I'm wrong. Bryson, oh no, 33 years old, Edler, yeah, Reels, do you think the Canucks will be a top team in the NHL next 6 or 7 years? I do. Reels, I do think in 3 or 4 years they can be a top team, a contending team, and I think in 5 to 7 years they can be really good, especially if Pettersson and Hughes continue on their track. Then you guys have like Horvat and Besser still good supporting players, and then guys like Podkolzin and Höglander pushing up from behind. There's some really good players right there. Will Vegas ever miss the playoffs? Well, they look like they're going to for a while before they fired their coach, but no, they're a strong team. They are solid up and down their lineup, but hockey is very cyclical, so you never know what's going to happen in a few years. You should react to Canucks 2015 Game 6. So that is the game where they lost, right? Reels, that was the last time we made the playoffs. I presume that's what you're talking about, losing against Calgary. I think Ryan Miller was in net, if that memory serves me correct. But maybe I do that as the last Canucks playoff game. That would be a good one, actually. And I kind of want to do stuff where I haven't memorized everything, because then it's more of a true reaction as opposed to, I'm pretending that I'm seeing this for the first time, which I didn't do this morning. I admitted that I wasn't watching it for the first time. Ash, how much did the 2007 playoff loss sting for you? I thought we could. Yeah, that's the year where we got ousted by Minnesota. I think that was the year. That was a tough year. Yeah, we should have done a lot better. Actually, I have no clue if that was Minnesota. Now that I think refresh me, Ash, who we lost to that year. But any playoff loss really hurts. But I better answer correctly. I don't think it's 2007 now that I think about it. It was, there. I just saw we lost to the Ducks. 2003 lost to Minnesota. That's correct. Every playoff loss stings, but admittedly that one must not have stung that much if I can't really remember it. Edmund, Oilers have been rebuilding for many years. Yep. Christopher, how much longer do we have the terrible Eriksson contract? He's got 3 more years, so we're halfway done his contract. So he's 3 down, 3 to go, but he gets a huge signing bonus. It might be 4 years actually. It's 3 or 4 years. Actually, it was 2016, so 4 years down actually. So he's got 2 more years, and he gets a big signing bonus on July 1st. So some are saying that maybe he'll be easier to move after we pay him out that cash. So we'll see. 2 more years. Ash, do you think a reason why Besser looks so good his rookie season is because of the Sedin setting him up most of the time to rip it? He's been different since the injury. Yeah, he's been different, but he doesn't have to be the same scorer. Right now we have guys like Pettersson and Miller and Toffoli who can score. So he was still putting up some really good points, a lot of assists though. But a lot of things happen in a rookie year, just like Pettersson, although Pettersson was able to keep it up. No one knows you. No one knows your tendencies. No one has tape on you, film on you. So it is easier to kind of catch teams off guard, and that's why there's such thing as a sophomore slump. But I think Besser will be fine. I really do. Sim Alexander, what free agent superstar do you think the Canucks can get within the next 5 to 10 years? Alex, that's hard. 5 to 10 years, I can name anyone. That's you're gonna have to narrow that down for me a little bit. Maybe you can narrow that down for me. But 5 to 10 years is a big gap. Austin, thank God I didn't spoil. I was about to. Yes, thank God. I would have felt so bad. Let me know when you watch and we can chat about it. Okay, I'm going to catch up by this weekend. So by Sunday or Monday, we can chat about it for sure, Austin. Dexter, if every team is allowed to buy out a contract since the cap is going down, who would you buy out in the Canucks? That's obvious. If every team is allowed to buy one out, that would be Louis Eriksson for sure, because he's still, we pay him cash, but he's still a $6 million cap hit. So that's a big burden on our cap. Tony, Hoglander better start washing those filthy hands. No, I'm okay if they remain filthy when he comes to the team. Ryan, yes, it's my birthday on Saturday. Happy early birthday, Ryan. I know the other news personally wasn't so good today, so hang in there, buddy. You can do it. Edmund, Clay, what's going on as a parent? Do you find more stressful trying to make sure your family's okay? I'm still stressed out. Edmund, refresh me. Are you a parent as well? But yes, thankfully my kids are a little older, right? Sean's 18, Jake's 16, and Kayla's 12. So a little more independent. I can do kind of my own thing, but still, I pray for my family a lot, and I love and care for them deeply. And I do hope that everything works out for my wife Gail and for our 3 kids for sure. Christopher, do you think Ovechkin will ever beat Gretzky's goal record? I think it's a possibility. I won't say it's for sure. I give him a 50-50 chance, but as he inches closer, gets over 700 goals, it could become a reality, and that would be pretty exciting actually. And I think the feat will be good considering how much, I would argue it's tougher to score in the league than it was when Gretzky played so many years ago. Edmund, 2007, we lost to the Ducks. Yep. Dexter, Miller, Pettersson, Besser, Pearson, Horvat, Toffoli, Virtanen, Gaudette, McEwen, Roussel, Bigot-Mott would be my lines for next season. Yeah, that's good. Those are good. So that doesn't have Sutter. That doesn't have Eriksson. No Godoba, no Berchi, but no surprise there. No new players. Cole Lind might get a shot, but yeah, those look decent actually. I think Roussel is more suited for a 4th line than a 3rd line for sure. Edmund, 2003, we lost to Minnesota. That's right. Which playoff games did you attend in 2011 and 2012? Good question, Ben. For 2011, for the Chicago series, I did all 4 games actually. 1, 2, 5, and 7. I'm pretty sure I did. For Nashville, I only did 2 of them. For San Jose, I know I was there for that awesome game 5, so that must be game 1 and game 5. And then for Boston, I went to 1, 5, and 7. I did not go to game 2. That was the one where I think Burrow scored in overtime, right? 10 seconds into overtime. So yeah, I went to 1, 5. So I basically went to, I'd say 75% of the games. There's like 1 game in each round that I didn't go to on average. 2012, I went to all of them because there was only, we got lost in the first round, right? So I went to all 3 or 4 for sure. And then how about any after that? Yeah, I went in 2013, 2015. As a season ticket member, I go to the majority of playoff games because I know some people, they go to regular season games and then they sell their playoff games to make money to pay for the regular season. I'm quite the opposite. We actually sell a lot of our regular season games, but Mike and I like to go to playoff games, even though they are more expensive. Rios, that game 6, we blew a 3-0 lead. I remember I was crying when they blew it. Oh, man, that makes me sad now. I have to look that up. Edmund, Dan Cloutier would not have taken us far in 2003. Ducks were red hot in 2003. Dexter, if Besser doesn't do well the first 30 games next season, I say trade him and bring up Cole Lind. I don't want to trade Besser. I like him a lot, and Cole Lind, I'm not saying, Dexter, that you're saying that Cole Lind just replaces Besser because Cole Lind will be a rookie, but it does open up a roster spot, but I don't want to trade Besser. By the way, you guys notice that the lighting is way better today? I changed the lighting setting. The last couple of there's too bright, and I think my ring light has 3 different settings on it, so I went with a softer touch. I was told that it's supposed to match the rest of the lighting in the rest of the room, so hopefully it looks a little better, and I don't look so like I just walked into a car's headlight, if that makes sense. Is that where deer in the headlights comes from? But I'm not a deer. Looks good, buddy. Oh, thanks. You guys are good. Yeah, I saw the 3 thumbs down, but I'll survive. Thanks, Edmund. Okay, let's go in order, though. Dean, Sebastian Aho or Pettersson? Oh, these questions again. I'm going with Pettersson because I'm a homer. Aho's really good, though. Dan Cloutier was so bad, holy. Edmund, I'm not a parent. I'm still single. Single and ready to mingle. Dean, I think they should quarantine people from watching the news. Yeah, it's scary, but it's actually, I don't mind some of the coverage in BC. I think it's been pretty good. Tayyab, hey Clay, since we love trading with LA Kings, we gave them Hutton and Leipzig, gained to Foley, Pearson. Do you think we'll make another trade with them? Tayyab, I think there's no rhyme or reason to that. It's just the way it goes. But no, I haven't heard anything about any trade talks with the Kings. Austin, predict the captaincy in the next 3 or 4 years. I think Captain Horvat, Assistant Miller, Elder Pettersson, Tanner Lees. Yeah, in 3 or 4 years, Horvat will be the captain. Pedersen will be an assistant for sure. Miller, as he's winding up his contract, will likely be an assistant. Yeah, and I could see actually Quinn Hughes being an associate captain by then. Maybe in 3 or 4. Maybe that's a little too early. Let's go with Horvat, Pedersen, Miller, and then probably whatever old D-man is with us at that time. Good question. Dexter, there aren't as many viewers as usual tonight. Yeah, sometimes we have between 50 and 60, but yeah, today we're only at 30 or 35, but it's okay. I'll survive. There's less Canucks to talk about, and it's middle of the week, and maybe people get sick of my pretty face, but that's okay. Hey Clay, Jamie, how's it going with you, buddy? I'm good, Jamie. How are you? By the way, do you like copy and paste that? Because you send that to me in Twitter, Facebook, and Facebook, which is fine, and YouTube. But yes, I'm doing great, buddy, and hope you're doing as well, Jamie, as well. That was horrible grammar. Jamie looks good, buddy. Thank you. You look good too. Edmund Shot, you got 3 thumbs down. Yeah, that's no problem as long as I have more ups and downs. Dexter, trading Besser also opens up a spot for a Hoglander Puck. That is true. Although I'd love to see a top 6 of, before Toffoli, we were saying Horvat, Pedersen, Besser, Miller, Hoglander, and Podkolzin. If Toffoli's in there and then it buys time for a Hoglander, maybe Podkolzin starts as a third line center. Who knows? But yeah, I see what you're saying. But I do like Besser. I do think that the best is yet to come. I think he had a really good season, set up some really high expectations, but he's got more help now. So, but I can see why some people are concerned. Besser's more of an overall player now. I think I agree with you, Rios. Dexter, do you think one of the Sedins would be open to becoming the power play coach for the Canucks? I think they were open to it, but I don't think that's their MO right now. Their MO. I think they want to spend time with their family, but I do see them staying involved with the Canucks somehow. Maybe not as coaches, but maybe in their community side for sure. McKinnon or Pedersen? Oh, okay. That's a tough one. McKinnon, you could argue, is a top 3 player in the league. Pedersen may get to top 5. I think he will be top 10 for sure. Yeah, this one's tough. This one I might have to go with McKinnon. There might be only 3 or 4 players that I'd pick over Pedersen right now, and that would be a McKinnon, that would be a McDavid. So, yeah, that's a good one. I don't think there's any shame in saying I'd take McKinnon over Pedersen right now. I love McKinnon's speed and his size and his hands too. Pedersen is obviously very good as well. Edmund, I like these streams. Give us something different to talk about. Thank you, Edmund. Appreciate that. Tayyab, do you think we should trade Myers? I don't think they will, given that they signed him to that big contract, and I think he can be good, but I don't think anyone's I think there's only a few untouchable guys, and I don't think Myers is untouchable. What about Besser with an A in the future? Yeah, I can see that happening. I don't know for sure, but he seems very well spoken and very well liked. Ash Clay, would you rather have Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Riley, or McKinnon, Rantanen, Landeskog, Makar, or Petey, Besser, Bose, Hughes, Podkolzin? Oh, wow. The Toronto one, all are good. I really like that Colorado because you could argue Makar and Hughes are equal. And then you could argue that McKinnon, Rantanen, and Landeskog are stronger than Petey, Besser, and Horvat. I think that's fair to say. So I'd take the Colorado guys over the Vancouver guys, and then Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Riley. Maybe I'm just biased because it's Toronto, maybe because they haven't had the best season, but I don't know. I like our Canucks guys. So maybe I'd go Colorado guys, Vancouver guys, Toronto guys. But great question. I would take ours for sure. Clay, what's your take on Tom Brady joining the Tampa Bay Bucks? Very interesting. I had Winston in my fantasy pool. Thankfully, he wasn't my only my only quarterback. So we'll see. We'll see if he can bring Tampa Bay over the hump. But it'll be interesting. Interesting to see a lot of the quarterbacks moving around in the NFL. Dexter, what would we get back for Besser? We'll see what Dexter says. Tony, do you think the Canucks could use a Wilson Reeves type player? I think they have enough internal toughness. I really do. A lot of guys that they don't necessarily drop the gloves, but they play tough. They play gritty. Roussel, even Beagle plays gritty. McEwen, Virtanen, Miller, Pearson, they all have a bit of a bite to them. So I think they might be okay. I don't think we need necessarily a Wilson or Reeves. Dexter, potential top 6 in 2021, 2022. Podkolzin, Pedersen, Miller, Pearson, Horvat, Podkolzin. Yep, that looks good, especially if Toffoli's not giving you around. Miller or Horvat. I like Horvat as a captain. I love Miller's play. Gervier, hello Gervier. How much will be Petey's contract for how long? I think he's looking at 9 or 10 million, and hopefully as long as we can get him for 9 or 10 million, like 7. I think 7 years the maximum right now, 7 or 8 years. So maybe it's 9 or 10 million though. That's what I think. Just very quick guess. Edmund, I'd pick Draisaitl over PD2. Yeah, Draisaitl's good. Which Sedin would make the better head coach? Oh, I don't know. They both seem very smart. Either of them. Dean, Lafreniere or Pedersen. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Lafreniere yet. I'm probably not even saying his name right, so I'm going to say Pedersen, although I'm sure this other guy's good. Petey or Eichel. I'm going Petey. Sedin or Datsuk. I'm going Henrik. Dexter says Eichel. That's fine. PD all day. Imagine Myers in 5 years, he's going to be an Eriksson. Yeah, that's what some people were worried about when the contract was signed. Jamie, I think we'll win the cup this year when the games start up again after the pause. I love the optimism. I'm not sure they're even going to make the playoffs, though. Rios, there's the man, the myth, the legend, Jacob. Yes, he's coming. He's there. Just give me a minute. Christopher, who do we lose to Seattle in the expansion draft? I think it's still Demko if we sign Markstrom. But there's also a lot of really good young goaltenders, so maybe Demko slips through somehow. Who knows? But I still think if I had to pick one, it would be him. Laugh over Pedersen, that's fine. Dahlin or Hughes. I like Hughes, actually, although Dahlin's good. Hischier or Besser. That's a tough one. Hischier. Does the pause season help the Canucks or make them worse? I think it helps them, given that the outside looking in by points. They can only look up. I think they'll be okay. And it gives every team's going to heal from injury, but it gives our key player, Markstrom, a chance to heal from injury. Last two, and then I'm going to bring Jacob in. Who do you think will get the A's next season? I think Miller, hands down, deserves that, maybe Tanev or Petey. Yeah, I could see Miller, Petey, and one more guy, maybe defenseman, i.e. Tanev if he's still here. And Carlos. Hi, Clay. What are your thoughts on our D? I feel we're set up front and goal, although our more blue-chip D prospect, I think, would put us over the top. Yeah, our D, they're okay, but they're not great. We've seen that they're probably the weakest part of our team right now, given that we have good goaltending and we have a good scoring pop up front now. So, yeah, I think we need one or two more solid players, and it's going to be tough if Tanev or Stetcher leave because of free agency, either UFA or RFA. We're going to need to beef up the D a little bit right now. I think Ben and Fantenberg have shown they have too many holes in their game, and even Myers as well. So we have Hughes. We got to build around him. Okay, let's bring in Jacob. Come on in.
Okay. Where's the mic? There's the mic. No, not the mic. That's the camera.
Put your seat higher. All right, here is Jacob. We haven't seen him in a few weeks. Are you okay?
Yeah.
People have been worried about you.
Thanks, guys. I've been sick.
No, you haven't.
No, I haven't.
You okay though, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm good.
Don't breathe on me. Okay, Jake. All the questions from now on they can go to me too, but let's make use of Jacob's time here. Okay, I think Marshall will resign. Yeah, that's cool. Jacob, whose lettuce was better? Clay when he was 40 with the flat top.
Oh.
Because some of these guys actually went to the Road to 40 video. Or Greasy Green, Travis Green right now.
Travis Green.
Why?
Because I haven't even seen Travis Green, but I saw yours.
Mine was good, and you look like me.
Not with that hair.
Hey, Clay. Hello, Van City fan. Rios Jacob. Be cool if Jack Hughes somehow lands in Vancouver. The Devils gave up. Okay, here we go. Hi, Jacob. Tell us a joke, Jacob.
A joke?
Yeah, think of a good joke. Make it relatively clean.
Can't say that one. No, I can't think of one.
You can't think of one good joke?
No, because all my jokes are just puns.
That's okay. Are they bad?
They're bad. Let's skip to the next question. If something comes to
No,
me,
you have to tell a joke by the end of this live stream.
Will do.
Okay. Don't worry. We'll get back to you, Tony. Real Strat, he's sick, but has corona. No. Real, don't joke about that.
Who said that?
Someone said you have corona. You don't have corona.
I don't think so.
Oh, great. Ryan says, hey, Jacob.
Hi, Ryan.
Quattrob says, what is your daily life now like because of COVID-19?
That's a good question. So I've been waking up, and then after that's my joke. After I wake up, I've been eating. Nothing's changed much. Now that it's like a weekend, but now that I'm not working as much because my boss has given me less shifts due to the virus, I'm just staying home. I'm daily going on Netflix, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat.
Oh, TikTok.
Playing guitar, editing videos.
Yeah, he edits videos. Check out, you want to see a good YouTube channel?
There's a plug.
Almost as good as this one.
Sure.
JR Pro Shop Vids. What's on JR Pro Shop Vids?
On JR Pro Shop Vids, we are a bowling channel. It's based out of the JR Pro Shop, which is located in Lucky 9 Lanes, Richmond. It's two of the main guys, Jordan and Ryan, who run the pro shop, along with Sean, my brother, and I, and a few other of our friends, make bowling videos. We review new bowling balls. We help
Bowling
you-
tips.
Bowling tips, yes. And we also have some fun videos for more basic bowlers. So you can check it out.
So check it out, JR Pro Shop Vids. There's a lot of fun videos, and you might even see one or two with me in it. Those are the highest viewed ones. All right. Edmund, hey Jacob, what shows have you been watching lately?
I've been rewatching The Office and How I Met Your Mother because those are a few of my favorite shows. The other day we watched Love Is Blind as a family. That was pretty funny. It was very
Ridiculous.
funny.
That sucked.
Other shows. It's not really shows. It's more of just scrolling through.
What's
the
that
feed.
Japanese volleyball show you watch?
Oh, it's called Haikyuu. It's my first anime that I ever watched. It's about volleyball, and I love volleyball because
You are a good volleyball player.
volleyball is fun.
But why do you watch like Japanese animated people playing volleyball?
Because it's more fun seeing animation because they see it, make it all cool.
All right, now I see a bunch of Love is Blind questions, but we'll get to that.
Ooh,
okay,
fun.
let's keep on going. Dexter, who always asks about the lettuce, Clay doesn't have to put product in his hair to make it look good. There you go. Dexter, you the man. Look at this. That's natural, man. Look at that. Why are you going away? It's not like I'm putting dandruff on you.
Greasy.
It's not greasy. That's the other guy. That's Travis Green. Sean Avery. Hey, Sean. Dean, Clay, grow your hair just like Jacob and totally troll him. You know, just because you donated $20, Dean, today, I might do that for you.
Donating you $20. You
Yeah.
should do more than that. You should.
Well, you do something for me once in a while.
Nah, I'm good.
Gravier, Jacob, tell us your favorite NHL player.
NHL player. Good question. My favorite NHL player is not on the Canucks, actually. Did Roberto Luongo retire?
Yeah.
Did
But no, he counts, though.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Let's go with Trevor Linden.
Who's your worst favorite? Who's your least favorite?
Least favorite? Who's the guy that we all hate on the Canucks?
I don't hate anyone on the
Oh,
Canucks.
Connor McDavid.
You hate him?
Yeah.
Do you know who he plays for?
No, Austin Matthews.
Yeah, okay, that's a good answer.
Because Austin Matthews should have came to our team, but he sucks anyway. So
Well, he doesn't suck. But if you ever want to look up a video of him singing when he was 4 years
I
ago,
don't like that one. I want to delete that one.
it was called One Pick Away, Charlie Puth's One Call Away.
Yeah.
And it was the year that we could have drafted Austin Matthews.
Yes.
But we didn't.
Because we tanked that year. Tank.
We didn't
baby.
tank.
Tank, baby. Shank,
Okay, stop. Don't say any other word that rhymes with tank. Okay. Jamie. Hey, Jacob. How's it going, buddy? Let's hear a joke.
Have I not said any jokes so far?
Well, think one. You're funny, but...
No.
So puns are good. Jacob, you're a joker. Come on, think of one.
What?
No, and make it a joke. Don't make it up.
I'm trying. I don't have a joke.
You don't have one clean
No,
joke in
they
your
just
arsenal?
naturally come.
Dexter, what time have you been waking up lately, Jacob?
About 9, 10 a.m.
And it's weird, like with the COVID stuff, it's scary, but technically you're on week 1 of spring
Yeah,
break, right?
I'm on spring break, but it doesn't feel like I'm on spring break.
Because of what's going on.
Yeah, it just feels like summer or something, but without getting to do anything.
But you're gonna have no school to go back to.
yeah,
Go a bit higher, you're too low.
okay,
You have to go, no school to go back to, so it's good that you're a good distance learner.
yeah.
From a distance. That's an old
I
song.
can go the distance.
Reels. I'm sorry I made a severe incontinent lack of my judgment. No, it's fine. We can handle a joke
It's
here and
okay.
there. Rios, you're fine. Don't be
Yes.
too hard on yourself. Dexter, Jacob, get your dad to bring you down to Lego's house so you guys can ding dong ditch him. So Lego Rocks he's a good YouTuber. He went to the bowling alley, but I don't think you were there. I think Sean was working. Anyways, also from Richmond. We talk, we instant message, but we've never collabed together. He's got a really big channel, much bigger than mine.
Where does he live? Richmond?
In Richmond somewhere. So every week, they actually said this to Kayla too on Monday. They said, we should go to his house and ding dong ditch him. Do you know what ding dong ditch is?
Yes.
What is it?
It's when you
Ding dong!
and then you run, you ditch.
Okay.
I've done it.
You have?
No,
You are a ding dong.
actually in hotels, yeah.
What? That's why we got kicked out that one time.
Yeah.
Rios, is the bowling rink still open?
Bowling rink?
Yeah.
Yes.
Limited hours though, right?
Yes. We've reduced our hours due to the virus and prevention of spread.
Fernanda. So Sean's lovely girlfriend.
Hi, Fernanda.
Yes, love is blind. So Fernanda, we are blaming you. I blamed you across my social media yesterday. That show sucks.
I love that show. It was so beautiful.
So the next question, Edmund, Jacob, do you think you would do the show Love is Blind?
Yes. Yes. I imagine those people make so much money.
No, they don't.
They don't make money?
Well, they do from endorsement. They don't like, but why would you go on it? Is that how you're gonna find a woman?
Well, I could be dramatic on it, and then I'd be on cameras, and then I'd win.
And you do have a good chance because they don't see you. Like, they'd pick you without having to look at you.
If they saw me, yeah, you're right.
Sean, recommend Uncut Gems and Good Time on Netflix.
I've heard of those.
Excellent films, anxiety. Okay, I will make note of that, Sean. I'll watch that as soon as my course is over.
He's talking to me.
No, he's talking to both of us. Ryan, Jacob, have you watched Superstore? It's a show.
Is that a show?
Yeah, he's not joking. It's a show.
No, I have not seen that. I've been to Superstore.
Jamie, way to go for you and Sean, your sister, and your guys bowling. Awesome job.
Oh, thank you.
Fernanda, why do you come here when Jacob comes on? Well, I don't know. Last time during the live stream, she was over, and then today I guess she's at home. So Fernanda can answer. I don't even know what you're asking, Rios, but that's fine. Rios, Clay has greasy hair. No, I don't. It's nice. Lori, Jacob, have you watched Lego Masters Wednesday nights on Fox? Have you heard of that one?
Nope.
You only hear about certain shows. Dexter, I haven't talked about lettuce in a while. That's fine. Don't say that word. That's right. I'm not supposed to say that word. Dean, Austin Matthews or Pedersen? Oh, I like Pedersen.
He's on our team.
Sunny Gill. Hey, Clay, how are you? I'm fine, Sunny. Hope you're well. HSM Fangirl, what's your favorite April Fool's joke to pull?
Ooh, I like the classic whoopee cushion. Those are good. Those are
Are
good.
you sure that you actually use a whoopee cushion?
No, I usually just do it with my lips. I like beatboxing. So
Let's hear. Okay, actually, beatbox for them.
should I get really close to the mic?
Yeah. Get close to the mic.
No, that's really weird.
Just do it. Just do it. And then you don't have to do a joke if you beatbox.
Oh, really?
Go closer.
Ready? And 5, 6, 7, 8. Rap.
My name is Clay. I'm on the live stream. I know the Canucks are my favorite team. We got Jake and we got his dad Clay. You know that one day we'll be out of this COVID-19 stuff. Thank you.
That didn't rhyme.
No, but
Stuff and...
it's freestyle.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought I had to...
Oh, I think we just broke the internet with our rapping.
Awesome job, guys.
Okay, is it going again?
Yep.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Let's keep on going. Oh, we're doing so good. I'm on the 2.4 network too, not the 5. Okay. Tell us the story of you guys getting kicked out of the hotel. Actually, I was joking, but we did get a noise complaint once, right?
Yes.
Why was that?
It was a crazy day. Our first day in Florida for a trip that we did to Disney World, and then we went on a Disney cruise. But on our first night in this very sketchy hotel, Dad tripped over a bag, and then we went swimming in their pool, and there was a water snake, and then we started talking a lot.
That's right. There's a snake in the pool.
Wasn't that the night of the alarm as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was an alarm that went off, so we thought we had to evacuate, but apparently it was just us. And then we got a noise complaint from the phone.
Yeah. So water snake, alarm, noise complaint.
And you fell over a bag.
Shh. Well, that's because you could put the bag where I didn't see it. Yeah, that was not the best. Tony, we used to call it Nicky Nine Doors. Yeah, Ding Dong Ditch. We used to call it Nicky Nine Doors. Tony, I'm with you. I'm of your generation. Christopher, both answer best bowling score ever. Mine's 240.
And it's 287.
When was that?
That was about a year and a half ago.
So 287 is just 2 frames with not perfect.
It's all strikes until the 11th shot, so the second shot in the 10th frame, and then I messed that one up.
Yeah, but Chris, I say my best bowling score is 240. I rarely break 200. This guy breaks 200, although not today.
Wasn't trying today.
Neither was I. Tony, what is Love is Blind? Special show. It was on Netflix. It started in February. It's just a limited edition run. but basically, it's,
Highest rated show on Netflix right now.
yeah, in essence, 10 guys, 10 girls. They meet each other through a screen. You can't see them. Like, you can only talk to them and get to know them without seeing them. So hence the whole Love is Blind concept. Then if you match up and you ask each other, basically you propose, right?
Yeah, you propose, and then from there you get engaged, and then you can finally see your partner.
So the concept of actually getting to know them by personality is good, but then the whole rushing to get married, not so good.
Russian people.
Here's a joke.
Hockey
If you're rushing to get into the washroom and you're rushing to get out of the washroom, what are you when you're in the washroom? European. Jake, watch Superstore.
Okay.
Fernanda, Reels, I was watching for a while. Oh, okay. So Reels was asking why did Fernanda only show up when you came on the live stream? But Fernanda, as a good, girlfriend and friend of the emo family, watches not just when the special guest comes on. Right, Fernanda? Some claps for the rapping, or maybe not. Austin, does Jake watch Survivor?
Yes. Well, used to. Survivor was really fun to watch, mainly due to the challenges. It was the best part because they run and fall and swim and yeah, it was good.
Do you watch it this year?
Not this year, but the concept of this year sounds pretty fun.
Do you think you do well in Survivor?
I think Survivor would be good for me as long as I didn't have to eat anything.
That's a big part of the game.
Yeah.
Sean claims he'd be really good at Survivor if there were no swimming challenges, but that's 2/3 of the challenges.
Yeah, Sean wouldn't survive.
Do you think Sean would be good in Survivor?
No.
Do you think Sean would be good on any reality TV? You can say that.
The biggest loser.
Don't say that. What are you doing?
Oh, Canada's worst driver.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Does that show still go?
Christopher, best April Fool's joke, changing the language setting on someone's phone. That's good. We should try that one. It's coming up, April Fool's in 2 weeks. Edmund, have you guys been doing a lot of Uber Eats or doing a lot of home cooked meals? No, we eat at home.
Yeah.
Because my lovely wife, his lovely mother, Gail, awesome cook.
Great cook.
I'm not allowed to cook because I don't want to hurt our kids, but I'm the cleanup guy. Well, Fernanda said that was mean. She's sticking up for Sean, but we'll get to that in a second.
Good. Good girlfriend.
Rios, Fernando's joke, no problem. Jamie, are you guys going to watch this WrestleMania? I never spend for the pay-per-view, so I just usually find a stream to watch it later. Mm-hmm. Real straight. Okay, these are the reactions to our rapping now. Your beatboxing. Ooh, fire. Awesome job, guys. Clay, grow your hair out. Maybe, Dean, because you donated $20, I will consider it. What player do you like better, Bo Horvat or Quinn Hughes?
Quinn Hughes, because his number's nicer.
43 is nicer than 53?
Well, to be fair, I thought it was 40. But
That's Pearson.
Bo Horvat.
Carlos, Florida's like a whole other country. Great story about the hotel.
Oh.
Willie Desjardins, grow a mustache. That would take me a while. How about you?
A few days.
Rios, what's the highest score I can get in bowling? So what's a perfect score?
300.
What do you think Rios will get?
How tall are you?
What is it?
It doesn't have anything. Probably if you could get like a 130, 140 for one of your first times, that'd be good.
Okay, last 10 minutes.
Last 10 minutes.
If not 5 minutes. Wow. Have all you guys tried playing darts before? Yeah.
Darts is fun.
Darts is fun.
Darts are fun.
We're not that good though. Edmund, Clay, you should do the next stream of just Love is Blind and no hockey talk. I joked about that on my social media that Sean said a good reaction video, said my Canucks reaction videos would be old man watching Love is Blind.
Yeah.
So.
That'd be.
Why'd you have to say yeah? I know who the old man is, obviously.
That'd be good.
European. See, they like that one. They get it. Look at that. Clap. European. I support that, Edmund. No, Fernanda, no Love is Blind streams. Only if you come on and you help me, then we'll do it. That was the peak of comedy. Thank you, European. That's right, Clay. That's about talking. Fernanda, you're Sean's girlfriend, right? That was mean. Not the mean that you're Sean's girlfriend. She was saying that was mean.
Independent.
When you were making fun of Sean.
Oh.
Yes,
You were making fun.
Grow it out, Clay. I will try. Maybe I'll do it for my 46th birthday. Jamie, all you guys should go on Family Feud. I think you would win the big money. We'd be a good Family Feud team, actually. The 5 of us. Who would be your team captain? Well, it's got to be me.
I'd be team.
No, you can be the...
I'm heart and soul.
Fine.
I'm heart.
You and Sean could do the fast money.
No, wait, what's that mean?
That's when you get 200 points. Remember when only one person comes out? And
Now
you
when
gotta
you
do...
say like, what is?
No, that's Jeopardy.
Oh.
Thanks. I think we would be good on Family Feud, but I'm not sure if I'd bring this guy.
I think mom should be team captain.
No. She doesn't like public speaking. Jacob, get a girlfriend so you and Sean can go on a double date.
The thing is, I think we almost tried this one time. Sean didn't have a girlfriend at the time.
And you did? Like, what are you talking about? He's been dating Fernanda for 3 or 4 years
That's
now.
before.
You were 10. No, that's not right. Thank you. Hi, Clay. You need a man bun. No, that would not be good. Now, what days do you normally do this? It started off as every Sunday night, but the last 2 weeks it's been Monday night. But I think I'm going to try and stick to Sunday night, and then one of Wednesday or Thursday. But I usually don't announce it to the actual day. So Sunday night and Wednesday, or Sunday night and Thursday. But I'm going to try and get back to Sunday nights. Yeah. But now, thanks for coming on. I try and announce it on my Twitter and on my YouTube page as well. Markstrom or Hellebuck? Like them both. I like Hellebuck though. Who's better, Quinn Hughes or Pedersen?
Quinn Hughes. He's just got more potential.
Carlos, you guys would be great on The Amazing Race. Thanks for another great stream.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Amazing Race?
Yeah, I think Sean and Jake might be good. I think Gail and me would be good.
I think you guys would.
Fight?
Yeah.
Why?
I think you'd get mad because mom would drive the car too slow.
Well, I wouldn't let her drive. That's the first thing. That's your first problem.
I think mom would get mad at you for driving.
Luongo or Markstrom in their prime? Gotta go with Luongo.
Luongo.
Yeah. Burn. Do you watch Big Brother?
No,
Me neither.
too old.
Jacob, are you talking to any girls?
In general, yeah. Not like specifically any, just so I could date. Next question.
You have a lot of friends that are girls.
I have a lot of friends that are
Just
girls.
like Dad, just like I did when I was young. I did. Love Survivor, being lame for a while in my opinion. I thought season 29 was horrible. Wow, that's 10 seasons ago, 5 years ago. Stopped watching after season 31. It's like WWE where they need to bring legends back to keep the ratings up. That's a good point, but it does help, obviously. Jacob, have you ever gotten into a physical fight?
Physical fight? No. Not anyone besides like my brother.
And Sean would smoke you. He smokes you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kayla. Kayla's on here.
Yeah,
Why was there no
Sean
talk about me
face.
being team captain? I'm offended. You're right. Kayla would be good team captain. And she would be good on Amazing Race.
Kayla would...
She's like our silent...
She's the anchor.
She's like our silent weapon. The strong silent
Secret
type.
weapon. Because you're a very out there weapon.
What do you mean out there? Why'd you just...
Sorry.
When you said out there, why'd you do that?
You're not a weapon. Never mind. You're like a...
Okay. We're going to end this live stream with a rap about me being
you're
a
like
weapon.
a flashbang.
Flashbang your head.
You're blinding.
Flash, that didn't sound good. Pure disrespect. If you get the WWE network, you can watch the pay-per-views. Yeah, I don't think Gail would let me spend the money.
Never.
Kayla, what about me? Kayla, you're the best. Will the Canucks put Edler in the Ring of Honor? Yeah, I think so. He's the best, most prolific defenseman in our history until Quinn Hughes got here. But yeah, I think he'll be up there eventually. Whoa. And that's about it for questions. I'll wrap. Okay, Dexter's going to wrap. Dexter, you type something up real quick. And we will wrap it to end off this live stream.
Yep.
Hey, Clay, do you discipline your kids? And usually how, physical or verbal? Never physical. Once in a while, one of the kids or I will lose my temper. I admit that that's one thing I need to work on is being more patient. But it's always verbal. I've never, ever physically harmed or disciplined my kids physically.
You should try it.
I'm going to try it on you, I think. Current Canucks and prospects or 21 Canucks and prospects. Got to go with that 2011 team. Would you rather eat poop that tastes like ice cream or ice cream that tastes like poop?
Is that the rap?
That's from Kayla.
Tastes like ice cream one. I don't want to eat something that tastes like poop.
But then you're eating poop that tastes like ice cream.
As long as it tastes like ice cream.
All right, Sean, thanks for the live stream. You're welcome. Ryan, thanks for the live stream. Trevor, Jamie, Trevor Linden, Pavel Bury, Marcus Naslin should try coaching. Yes, all of them would be good. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to end with this. Dexter wrote some rhymes. There are no swear words in... there are no swear words in it, so I will wrap it.
What kind of beat do you want?
You think about that for a second. So thank you, everyone, for watching. We appreciate you. A smaller crowd today, but I would argue this is a pretty fun one. And I will get back to regular live streams. Get your head out of the way. Get your live streams starting on Sunday and then one of Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how the week looks, how work looks, how I might be working from home for the next little bit, adjusting, whatever it may be. So do me a favor, take care of each other, take care of yourself, stay safe, be smart, stay indoors when you can. And thank you for watching this live stream. I really appreciate you. And yeah, just take care of one another. That's the most important thing. All right, let's go.
5, go.
Clay, mess with him, your life will be at bay. Run up on him and he will smoke you every day. He doesn't mess around and he does not play. And that's all we got to say. And we out. God bless. Go Canucks go.
Go Canucks go.